What is up, YouTube? So today I am bringing you probably the biggest news that I've ever brought to you that just applies to me and is for me alone. Well, I guess it does affect other people, but it affects me the most, I think. A lot of you are gonna hate this. A lot of you are gonna love it. Those people that don't like me, well, this will be like fucking Christmas morning for you guys. But yeah, I'm excited for the situation. And yeah, so the news is that I am no longer on Team EnVyUs, no longer playing, at least for that is 100% a fact. They have removed me from the team. The reason was poor performance, pretty much that alone. Just a little bit of background. Pretty much, we haven't been scrimming much for the last month or so. And when we did scrim, we'd either do really well one night and then really, really bad, like the exact opposite the next night. It was like really hit or miss. The last week or so, my performance was very, in my opinion, and in their opinion, of course, obviously, it was not very good. And I kind of knew it as I was playing and as things were happening. I wasn't really I wasn't communicating very much. I knew I wasn't playing well. Just I didn't even have to say it. I just knew because of kind of the attitude I had in my own head. And yeah, they replaced me because of the poor performance. They told me it was over the course of a month and a half, but when I brought up the fact that we haven't scrimmed that much in the past month and a half, there was really nothing they could say. So I think it was more so they needed to make a change. They felt they wanted to make a change that would boost them right before the SPL started, which I don't disagree with. It's a business decision. You want the best team you can get, and that's what you should do. I've made decisions the same. So I don't really have any bad blood in that regard. Just kind of, I think it could have been handled differently. I think easily could say, hey, you're performing poorly. Like with a teammate especially, you kind of try to figure out if something's wrong, like why things are going poorly, or if there's a reason, or at least trying to tell them what you believe they could do differently. That never happened. I think that's something you should really do as a team. And I also think just addressing the situation as early as possible would help, because then I wouldn't be in the situation where I have to make this really massive decision in the next few days rather than having a couple weeks to think about it. Them the same, they kind of have to pick up this new player, which I think I do know who it is, and I'm sure they will do great. Just to get that out there, I'm sure they will. I won't be surprised if they're first seed, like at all. It won't shock me. I really think they will do well, and I hope they do well. But yeah, I think if this is handled, like brought up beforehand, like a couple weeks ago, it would make this whole situation better on both ends. They could practice more, and I could figure out what I want to do. But now I'm in this situation where, first off, I have to address the problem of I was performing poorly, and when I look back, the main reason, like, I may not be an answer and adapting, but I understand the game, and I play, in my opinion, and in most people's opinion, very well. And I had to look back at why I felt I wasn't doing well, and I thought it was because I didn't like Smite anymore. I was starting to dislike the game, which it really seemed like that at first for a couple weeks, and I brought it up, I've talked to a lot of people about it. But then when I really took a step back, I realized I wasn't having fun playing the game with my team. It really affected my attitude poorly because I just wasn't having a good time. When we removed Incon, the atmosphere changed a teeny bit in the team, with the way we were playing scrims, stuff like that, but not drastically. It was a slight change, and yeah, that wasn't the problem. When Allied left, kind of a mix of his own, what didn't feel he was playing well, he wanted to leave, and we kind of forced him out at the same time. I didn't think it would affect me the way it did. I guess not quickly, but I realized now that he was probably the main reason I enjoyed playing on the team, and he was what made it fun for me, which is weird for one player. I think just his personality made things a lot more enjoyable, and win or lose or whatever, it was always losing wasn't as bad and winning was 10 times better. I don't really know what it was. I guess it's just because Allied got me into Smite. Him and Jerb and Incon were the ones who brought me into competitive Smite, and then he was kind of the one who, I don't know, I feel while we're very different, I related a lot with him, and I feel like we're pretty good friends. He's probably one of my better friends in the competitive, he's probably my best friend in the competitive community. I talk to him a lot still, but I think him leaving was what kind of tipped the atmosphere of the entire team in a way I didn't like it, and I just wasn't having fun. The same reason I stopped playing basketball was because I played with the same teammates for 7 years, and I started to not like the attitude, started to not enjoy the atmosphere and everything that basically I had to play in. And yeah, that's why I think I was playing poorly. I don't think much has changed other than that. So that's what I kind of contribute my poor performance over last week or 2 weeks or whatever it really was, to that. So now I'm faced with this decision where I wasn't having fun, so I need to make sure that is like a very high on the list for this next decision I make. I gotta make sure I'm having fun somewhere with somebody, with whatever I do. Now, do I want to analyze for a team or coach? Because I think I could kill that. Like, I personally do. I think that's something I'm very good at. Is that what I want to do? I have options in that area. Do I want to play in the SPL? And the PC SPL is another option. Is that, or another idea, but is that even an option? Is there any teams that I would or could play with, you know? Do I want to play Xbox? Do I want to play in the CPL, the Console Pro League, I think is what it's called? That's something I want to do. Is that an option? I really have to make these decisions really quickly. I have I don't know, a couple days, because if I play on an Xbox, in an Xbox game, I'm stuck on Xbox for a year, can never go anywhere else. That's a big decision. Same with PC. If I play PC, I can't switch to Xbox. Like, I'm making a year-long commitment in the next few days, unless I were to decide to do something else. I think, I have a lot of options. I could stream more and focus on YouTube, because I feel like that's important to me and I really enjoy it and it's valuable to me, so I could kind of put more into that. And yeah, I really just have to kind of weigh my options. I also, you guys know I'm in college, I'm graduating pretty soon, and I have to focus a lot on the real world that's coming up, you know, like not quitting video games. That's not the plan. I will be playing video games, I will be streaming, I'll be doing this stuff for as long as I humanly can. But more like getting a house, getting somewhere to live, getting a car, living on my own, kind of like those big life goals. They'll be coming up soon. So financials become a really big and important step to all of this. I have to worry about having fun. I got to worry about this time commitment I'm putting in. I got to worry about having the money I need to do the things I need. Luckily, you guys support me so fucking much that my stream, my YouTube are very successful, and it takes a lot of the weight off of this decision. But it's still really important, because winnings and salary you get from a team are kind of like life-changing. Like maybe more short-term life-changing than long-term life-changing, but they make life, you able to make those decisions, those important decisions, they become easier because you have that financial back, like you have that backing, you have that guaranteed money, or at least in the SPL, there's some amount that's guaranteed. Even if you don't win, you're going to get some amount of money. So I need to weigh all that. Is that something that I need to have in my life? And is it going to be possible for me to be happy, have the financials I need, and still and do what I want to do? But yeah, I welcome you guys. Comment, let me know your all's opinion on the situation. I don't want you like bashing anybody. Bash me if you want. It's your choice. I know a lot of you don't like me. You're gonna say it's karma. You're gonna say Weekend's lying about this. He hates the situation. That's not the case. I really don't have bad blood against anybody. I really am not upset. I'm more excited about getting to make a decision and feeling kind of free in my decision, and getting to try to make myself, I guess the goal here is to make sure I'm happy with whatever I decide, because I definitely was not happy over the last couple weeks. So yeah, whatever you may think, you can go ahead and think it, hate away, and it'll just fuel me to do better with whatever I decide to do. Everyone who supports me, I really, really do appreciate it. You've changed my life, and hopefully I can just keep up what I'm doing, and you guys will continue to support me, because it is really my whole world is this, and I really enjoy it, and it's something I want to be able to do for as long as possible. But yeah, I love you guys, and hopefully in the next few days I will have another, I guess maybe not just as big announcement, but a pretty big announcement with what's going on. 100% outside of that, I have some other changes that'll not really affect, but I mean, I'm still gonna be playing video games, still gonna be playing Smite and everything, but I have some pretty big stuff coming up that you'll see on stream, you'll see on YouTube. It'll be pretty exciting, I think, in my opinion. So hopefully you guys support me, and I will be able to tell you something soon.